Okay, so I am back with another reaction commentary video from phone calls from prison. And in this one, this video is titled Nesta Responds to the Barbershop Allegations. And this one is dated on January 28th of 2024. So let's go ahead and get into this video reaction. And as I plan to do moving forward, this reaction will include the chat because the chat is lit. The people have something to say in the chat and they keep me cracking up consistently. So I think I got it all figured out from the last video I uploaded on how to use my little hotkeys to maneuver around so I don't keep rolling off of the comments because the comments to me aside from the excellent work that Shay and her husband are doing over there on phone calls from prison, just by bringing us these calls, everyone who participates in this chat when it goes live, it is an experience, if you ask me. And I'm missing out on hanging out with the chat, but I want to give my real authentic reaction. So I will be stopping the video, talking over the video, and I'll be possibly fast forwarding or rewinding this video. It just depends on how everything goes because when you listen to Sonya and Nesto talk, they talk in riddles and they jump from subject to subject. So if you are new to this and you don't know the background story, you may be lost in the sauce. But those of us who have been keeping tabs on this, we've kind of become well versed in what I call nestoese. And even we can even float around Sonya's empty head and figure out where they're going. Now I'm assuming this is a conversation between the two of them because the bulk of the calls are Sonya and Nesto, with a little sprinkle of the sidekicks, as I call them, in the arc of this story. And there's a few from Shirley, but in general, it's mainly Nesto and Sonya. So I don't know what this is all about, but I'm willing to bet that it's Nesto and Sonya. So let me stop talking and let's start listening.
This video contains one call between Nesto and Sonya on January 28, 2024. You will hear them talk about a YouTuber who decided to start visiting Nesto in jail. Sonya rants about comments on YouTube
I wonder who that could be.
and Erica King. They also respond to an interview with Hazel about an incident at his barbershop. It sounds like this YouTuber who visits Nesto told Sonya that the alleged victim, Hazel, didn't sound believable. Take a listen.
Feeling better?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, sound like you had them
So apparently Sonya must have taken her medication today or she's been sipping because here we go with the cheerleader Sonya.
I'm wonderful. How are you, School?
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. You got some life in you here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need to eat something. That's all. 9 o'clock. I need to find
Really?
some food.
Yeah,
I'm skinny enough.
eat.
Yeah.
I'm so skinny. I'm so skinny.
You that skinny?
Bony. That's how
No,
bony girl.
I'm skinny like I always been skinny. 93 pounds skinny.
She is
I
totally
gotta find
obsessed
some
with her weight.
food. That's all.
I guess she has good reason to be obsessed with her weight. One, she's already a small person anyway. She's not even 5 foot tall, but considering she does have issues with her bowels because of the pow pow situation, that to me personally, if I had those issues and I'm constantly underweight, I would be working with a nutritionalist trying to figure out how I can keep weight on, if it's drinking Ensure or whatever, that my bowels can hold a little longer to put some meat on my bones, even if it means that I have to eat consistently throughout the day. I don't know, but it's because it sounds like to me that food runs through her. So maybe that's not a solution. But yes, this obsession with her weight, she's kind of turned it around into a fetish. She fetishizes her own self. So it's weird to me. But again, if you've been following this, you know.
I gotta find some food. That's it. Oh, so that blogger said, can she come see you?
Damn.
He probably can't talk about your case. I don't know. I said,
I can't be talking about my case now.
I know. never can talk about the case. She knows that.
What?
I told her, but she did such a wonderful job on that other situation. She might be talking about other things that's not related, like how
Everybody
she's
in the
been
chat
talking
is
about,
already clocked that it's why that they're talking.
the circumstances on the other people that's been saying stuff. You get me?
Oh, okay.
But I say talk to her because you can always say no comment. You get me?
Yeah.
You can always say no comment. No comment. You know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't be talking about my shit now.
You know that. But that's the one that did the thing Friday night really well on you and was really like really been doing some investigative stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you can't talk about the case.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't trying to fuck.
No, you can't. No, you can never just stuff. So this one chick was saying, I be giving you legal advice.
What?
I be giving you legal advice. I said, when I talk to him and tell him he's like a friend, I'm not giving it to him in a legal capacity. This is a friend. And I'm not giving him legal advice. Oh, I did a lie. Oh, when you say that, that's legal advice. Okay, it's whatever. I'm not giving him legal advice.
Yeah, we agree.
How about that?
Sonya.
Anyway. No, you're not giving me something I ain't already read since I done been in here now.
Yeah, quit the cat, Nesta. We know you can't read.
It started me for a minute. But I ain't slow no motherfucking more.
Wait,
no,
wait,
you had to wake up.
wait a minute. Did this ninja just say he ain't slow, no MF and more? Wait a minute. I got to play that back. I've got to.
So I was a little slow because it started me for a minute. But I ain't slow no motherfucking more.
He did say that.
No, you had to wake up. You had to wake up on some shit.
I had to wake up on a whole lot of shit. I had to really wake up for real. Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on in my whole entire world, in my space. And this shit didn't seem like, it seemed like a fucking dream or a fucking nightmare. So I understand what's going on clearly now. So, you can't tell me something I know already read already. Because I'm already up on the shit. So,
I ain't slow no more.
I'm not going to do that. So, that's that.
No, you just assist them. That's all. You just make sure you got all your facts.
No, I got my facts together.
You make sure you got all your facts together.
Yeah.
And make sure you do legal research and be on it like they on it, and make sure they do what they're supposed to do. If this is the attorney that you stuck with, that's all.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what else you got going on in the Philippines over here?
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I had a person come on and go find some food. I said I was going to come out the house because I've been in the house for like the last 3 days, other than going to get my nails done. They're blue.
Oh, here we go with the nail talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, okay, well, that's pretty good. I don't know how that's going to help me getting out of here, but okay.
I mean, the thing of it is this: if she can bring, and this is my thing, if she can bring all the evidence out, then you ain't gotta wait. Then you ain't gotta wait for no indictment, because you know what I'm saying. They never interviewed you. They never came and said, what do you have to say about this, which was odd. How do they not? How do you take a statement and not go talk to the person and say, is this true? Is this what transpired? Like, what I'm saying? They didn't give you a chance to say, I want to talk to an attorney. They just never came to you on anything. And that's just odd.
Well, Miss Queen Know-It-All, maybe they know something that you don't know. It amazes me how she knows how everybody should conduct or do their job or do an investigation. Because at this point, we don't believe her. At least I don't believe her as being this well-heeled paralegal that knows the justice system in and out. They're not talking to Nesto because they don't feel like they need to. Okay, and so that's what they're doing. She's watched too much the first 48 or Dateline or something. Who knows? At the beginning of all of this, he probably invoked his right to an attorney. Nesto ain't dumb. I'm pretty sure he did that. So that cut off all communication. Now they're communicating with his attorney, and I'm pretty sure his attorney is not entertaining them talking to him. And then since he's been locked up, new charges have come about. So they're building a case. Again, they don't need to talk to him to charge him. But of course, the bald legal ego says otherwise, even though she's not giving out legal advice. Girl, shut up.
that they did that. But again, it just shows how their intent was off rip, that they wasn't trying to be fair and just in any of this. So, long as it's, some other things that
I get it. I
you
understand.
know what to talk about, what not to talk about. If
Yeah,
you can talk about circumstances, about certain things that's not, the actual charge, that's fine. You get me?
yeah.
That's fine.
No,
You
people
know it.
do a thing for what they got going on. And say these folks are people is not lawyers. They have opinions. They're not the
Mhm.
they're not the lawyers. They're not none of that. So at the end of the day, I
Mhm.
got in the courtroom by my motherfucking self. So
All right.
that's what I'm saying. A lot of people trying to do a lot of things, but I say a lot of things, a lot of negativity going on out there, which I can't concentrate on that period.
Mhm.
I understand when motherfucker leave your ass behind when you call yourself doing a good deed. And I ain't even been in the fucking military. I've been in the fucking goddamn prison. Motherfucker, it's the same damn thing to me. Same motherfucking thing. I remember days that
Mhm.
motherfucker, the late 80s and in the 90s, when motherfucker was selling so much goddamn dope, buying for, hey, my cousin light skin was cut off. You think you can give her some money? What?
What
Niggas
the
was,
hell did
Mhm.
Ninja just say?
come on, you
Okay, I have to roll that back. I'm sorry.
motherfucker, it's the same damn thing to me. Same motherfucking thing. I remember days that
Mhm.
motherfucker, the late 80s and in the 90s, when motherfucker was selling so much goddamn dope, buying for, hey, my cousin light skin was cut off. You think you can give her some money? What? Niggas get it.
Mhm.
Come on, you know I ain't lying. Man, that kid gonna get put
Mhm.
out. The kid gonna get put out. Can you get? But you still taking the money that the folks say they were doing wrong with to pay your bills and shit. That shit crazy to me. It's the same
Mhm.
shit. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed right now. Only
All
thing,
right.
only thing changed now
I
is
still
we
don't know what that
more
ninja
difference
talking
between
about.
us as a people now. We ain't no unified like they say we used to be. That shit over with. That shit
No.
over with.
Listen, it's so much hate. So much hate.
Yeah,
That's all it is. That's
yeah.
all it is. So much hate. And
And
they
everybody
promote
in
it.
the
That's what I
comments,
said because I think I was on.
everybody in the comments are pretty much saying prison and jail are not the sorry, prison and being in the military is not the same. But that little gobbledygook that he just said about people getting locked up for doing dope in the 80s and 90s, I guess he's trying to say that I guess um, that the money dried up and people out there begging. I don't know. If you understood this part, make sure you put it down in the comments because there's certain things I can't decipher, and I'm only willing to entertain this twice. I'm only willing to infect my brain with his logic twice. Okay, so if you got clarity on what he just said, please let me know.
Gone for 2 hours, 2.5 hours tonight. And
You what now?
I had a handful of little hairs, oh, he did it, he did it, he did it, he did it, he did it. I said, let me say this to you about the case. Mo, how do you know? I said, well, you know what? You want me to believe some women who I do not know and who came to court with no evidence. You want me to believe them
This
instead of a person that I do.
She makes me so mad. She frustrates me. What do you mean they come to court with no evidence? It was not an evidentiary hearing. Okay, this we weren't in. They're not on trial yet. Whether Nesto's not on trial yet. What do you mean come to court with evidence? She makes me sick.
Do know. Even though you're trying to say I
These two deserve each other.
don't, I haven't known him long, but I know him better than I know them. And then the fact that no evidence, and it's been over a year, I'm saying no evidence has come to say or support what they're talking about. But you still want me to believe them. I said, I just can't get on with that. I said, it's safe to say that what you people, while y'all trying to jump on one or the other team, y'all just need to ride the fence and see what happens and then jump on whatever side that has supporting evidence. I said, that's where you need.
It's called having discernment. It's called um, being a fully realized adult, having some insight and having some proof or evidence. In other words, fence sitting, which I think a lot of us are kind of off the fence with Nesto, but we take in the information and then we make a judgment based off of that. That's what a jury does. And that's what she's doing. What she's decided to take whatever information she has, and she's on one side. We took the information that we have and we're on the other side. So I don't understand why she's so confused. She sees it one way, we see it another way. And we do know that I don't know, she has a mental block when it comes to anything involving crimes against women. We know that. So this makes no sense. As usual, this woman's just talking just to be talking.
To be with it. If there's supporting evidence to say this, then that's what you stand with. I said, but if this is being said, and it was, I said, and there's no supporting evidence, and I don't even know that person. Y'all are acting like women and all history of women running to the police have never lied. I said women lie or switch or change the
People
story
lie,
up
Sonya.
to
People
suit their
lie,
needs half the
including
time
men like
when they run to the
Nesto.
police from somebody they're personally dealing with. I said that's the case most of the time. Sad to say, but it's the truth. I said, so
Right.
I'm
Even
gonna just go with what I go with.
not a winning
I said,
argument.
if y'all want to, run with Team them, that's fine. I said, but you can't actually sit here and try to condemn me for supporting somebody who said I didn't do it, this didn't happen, and then every time you go to court, it supports what he's saying. And then you want me to sit here and believe,
Where does it
this girl or this girl
Where? Did I miss
who's
that?
saying this, and there's nothing supporting what she's saying. And I don't even know her. Like females don't lie. No, females lie and don't take accountability more than anybody. More than anybody. They're worse than men, So it was a whole debate on that, type of shit. And then the fact that he's known Erica for 20 years. I said, listen, get off of that. They might have met 20 years ago, but that does not mean they were every day in each other's life for 20.
Okay, so this is before she took the Instagram down. We know that Nesto calls Erica the Queen of the South. We clearly see videos; they're date stamped. I don't have the videos, but a lot of content creators who've covered this has the video. They have the date, and it was well within the 20 years. I believe that a lot of these videos are like around 2016, 17, 18, somewhere in that range of him and Erica hanging out. And we also know that Erica, part of her charges is impersonating an attorney named April Holloway on the behalf of Ernest Williams. So her talking right now, she just sounds so stupid. And again, I don't think Nesto's aware of a lot of this. At this point, even now, at the time of this call, which was in January of this year, I don't think he knows that we have the that we have seen Erica's court hearings. We've read the documentation. We've seen the IG. We know how Erica fits into Nesto's life. And it wasn't over 20 years ago the last time they had contact. And Nesto damn well knows who Erica King, Hughley, Rothschild, whatever she's calling herself for the day. He definitely knows who she is. And one thing we've noticed that he never talks bad about Erica or says her name or really talks about her. So let's see what he has to say moving forward in this conversation as Sonya is talking about stuff that she doesn't know anything about.
Years that they were every day on the phone for 20 years. That they know, so what I'm saying, that she's the auntie, she's a this, his kids know her, his this know her. Like to sit there and say, this is the thing. I said even on the jail call, the wife says on the jail call, who is Erica? Who is she? So if you try to act like they were just that tight, and he was with the wife for 10 years. She didn't even know who this woman was. So how?
Now we know too. We busted Shirley in that lie because there's a picture of them all at dinner. Now maybe Erica called herself something different because the Queen of the South has many different aliases, but she knows who Erica King is. She may not have known his tie into, her tie into Nesto per se. The jury's still out on that, but Shirley was playing dumb on that call.
Who and how were they? I said he called me from jail when he first got arrested and said they got my case wrong. And I said, what's the problem? They got me with the wrong co-defendant. I said, well, what are you talking about? They said Erica Hewley. Who was that? But he know her. And I looked it up and I was like, I said, no, Erica King is Erica Hewley. He was like, what? I said, so how does he know her that well if he's trying to tell me, oh, you didn't know her for 20 years? He don't.
She again gets on my nerve. Now, I'm assuming she's talking about conversations they had when he was in Fulton, because we all know that you can't get the jail calls from Fulton County. So before he moved over to Cobb County, they were having conversations. So she's claiming that he acted like he didn't know who Erica King Hughley is. But if it happened in Fulton, I'm pretty sure phone calls from prison will come up with this so-called call that they had and him being puzzled. Nesta was not going to show Sonya all of his hands or all of his cards at that moment anyway, early in their conversations, because he doesn't know what part she's going to play yet. You know, Nesto is always strategically scheming. So at early on in their so-called relationship or friendship, as she likes to call it, he probably was keeping his cards close. He wasn't giving away a lot. And he also knows that Erica is the linchpin to all of this. So he has to tread lightly when talking about her. But it sounds like he's going to keep up the act that he doesn't know Erica.
He's probably met her 20 years ago. He probably seen her over a time here and there, here and there, here and there. I said, but he didn't even know that was her married name. That was her name. He was spooked. Like, they got my shit fucked up in the system. I went to court and something's not right. Like, he was panicked. So don't sit here and try to say this is what it is.
Going to jail.
You know, you people don't even know. You people haven't been involved since July of 22. You haven't been watching everything. You haven't heard every phone call. You haven't went to every court hearing, but you got an opinion. How was that?
We
and
sure
even
did.
if you want to sit here and say, you know the women, okay, well, have those women bring all of this stuff to light. Because here's the thing. They can go to a blogger with their proof and say, yes, this is what happened, and here's the proof. They can do that now. They ain't got to wait for court. If that's what you're trying to say it is, you know, say what it is. But quit trying to harper on, oh, we did that. So what about that charge? Okay, well, go on that charge. The warrant read this, and he didn't meet her till here. So what does that say? You know, I said none of the warrants are adding up. And that's what the girl did on the blog. She went through all the warrants and was saying, this don't match up with this. This don't make sense. February.
Can I just say, I hate when people refer to grown women as girl. And I know Sonya is doing this to be derogatory and also to because Nesto don't really know who these vloggers are, so I'm not sure who she's referring to because quite a few of the vloggers have went over the legal documents. I know that Pam went over them too, so I don't know if she's talking about maybe Grown Woman Vibes uh, or Real Talk Bougie. I don't know if she's talking about one of them three because they did go over the warrants. They've discussed what's in the papers. So I'm not sure who she's talking about, but it irks me when she refers to these grown women as girls.
First day he was in court. So how did that happen on February 1st? Like that, he said that doesn't make sense. They're trying to say he did this on February 1st, but he was in court with Erica. Oh, but they was people trying to type in and say, well, that he was in the RV. They was like, no, from the Zoom, he was at her house. He was at her house in Roswell. He wasn't at in the RV when he did the Zoom. He's not that savvy tech to even open up a Zoom, to even do a Zoom by himself. He would need help to do that. He's not a computer person at all. So they were trying. I have some people like, no. And I was just like, y'all. I think the sad part is for those who's not involved personally, because I don't know who's on here. I said, but y'all so quick and y'all find joy in trying to convict any person that's accused of anything. Y'all don't know everything about the situation. Y'all haven't been to court. Y'all didn't see the evidence or lack of their evidence.
But neither have you, Sonya. Neither have you. You have not been spotted in one court hearing or appearance. You not eat. Excuse me, I can't talk. She makes me so mad. She has not even put in a Rule 22 to be in on his Zoom hearings, whereas some of the vloggers have. Some of the vloggers have been in the courtroom. Even the one that she refers to, well, I call her Sly, who's going to visit him. So she has a lot of nerve. And even that particular vlogger had to wake her up in regards to what was going on with his CP case in February. So she got a lot of nerve. She's got a lot of nerve. That medication that she's taking or whatever she's sipping on or the combination thereof, allegedly, that's some powerful stuff. She needs she might need to put that concoction out there because some people love to go to Delulu land. And that's where the homegirl is, in my opinion. Delulu land.
I said, so, but y'all got these strong opinions based off of what? Listening to these bloggers for the last 5 months who are reckless.
And
You
Sonya's
read
the
the
only one that
titles
can
and you
have an
running with
opinion,
everything they're
apparently,
saying. They got Side Chick Chronicles
because she
and
bounced up and
Machine
down
this and
on the
Sonya this,
Nestle
that, and the
Worley
other.
ride a
Y'all
couple
open it
of
up and
times.
believe everything they say, really, when the title is a whole joke. I said, that right there alone is crazy. What makes you think this is informative, real, actual news if the title says Side Chick Sonya, Nesto Nancy, this, that, and the other, and she's
Sonya.
stupid, and y'all's like feeding into it like this is real news. Like, no, it's not. It's reality bullshit. It's YouTube reality. That's what that shit is. I said,
It's
it's
entertaining.
not responsible reporting. It's not like these women went and did some straight up education on some facts, on some this, that, and the other. Well, what about the girl who came out last week and talked about the barbershop and what they made her do for the barbershop? This girl did a video or interview with
Okay, so she's getting ready to get into Hazel's video. So before she goes running her mouth off and I get pissed. I have been following Hazel for over a year when she first came out, when she first hit the YouTube streets. She came out and in reaction to another YouTuber here on YouTube, Keisha Kaylee. And Hazel's friend has a child with Keisha's boyfriend, current boyfriend, and they had a beef going on surrounding that whole issue. And Hazel is a ride or die friend, and she's a very no nonsense young lady out of Atlanta. And once she entered the storyline, people gravitated to her naturally. She has quite a bit of following here on YouTube. And she comes around every now and again and puts up content. Lately, she had a personal tragedy, so she hasn't been uploading as much. And my heart goes out to her in that situation. But she's the real deal. She came from the school of hard knocks. She pulled herself up and she made something of herself as a single mom. She started her own business where she sells I know she sells, I believe it's like body butters and things of that nature. She's done some product launches with some very prominent influencers here on social media. She has a storefront in Atlanta. I believe she's opening up her second one. So she's moving and shaking. And she goes and tells a story about her, an interaction she had with Nesto. It was a very disturbing interaction. So what Sonya's getting ready to do right now is attempt to tear this young lady down. And I can tell you right now, Hazel put up a video. I do believe it's still up. You can go look at it when she talks about this encounter with Nesto if you missed it. And to me, she's a very credible person. I knew of Hazel, and she calls her subbies her cousins. So I see her as a little cousin, a little niece. She's very credible. And like I said, she stands 100% behind what she told us. She said she's not going to talk about it anymore and she's not pressing charges. And again, shortly after this video dropped, when she dropped this video, she had a personal tragedy. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. My mother is here and she's cooking. She's cooking at my house. So, that's something I'm looking forward to. We're having mashed potatoes, meatloaf, and greens. And it's just spending a Sunday with mom. After church, she said she'll come over and we'll hang out. But I wanted to get this stuff done, and she's cooking and she's running through the house like it's hers. So I'm tucked away, and she didn't realize I was recording, so I apologize. So what I was saying is that Hazel, she had a personal tragedy, and so she's dealing with that, and she's healing, and she's kind of kept us up to date on that. So if you haven't looked at her video regarding Nesto, please make sure you go over there and also look at her other content, because she, for a minute, was doing like business talks. She's well versed in how to set up an e-commerce store and vendors and dealing with customers. So she's a well-rounded young lady. She has a past like a lot of us. She's moved past it. So I'm really interested in hearing what Sonya has to say about her.
A blogger. She said her name is Hazel, and she said that she went to something and she went to an interview and they made her take all her clothes off and asked her if she had a wire and made her put her phone in the refrigerator. And this was supposed to happen in 2016, right? And I was like, I said, I only listened to 3 minutes of the interview.
Right. We know he's lying because his voice went up.
I was like,
Nesto's tell when he's lying is that you see how high pitched his voice got there? Let me go back so we can hear it.
And I was like, I said, I only listened to 3 minutes of the interview. Right. I said 2015 in California. I was like, and she went on ahead and took the job anyway. I said, first of all, the girl talked like me. She talked like she's about that life. Listen, she talked like she's about that life. She this, that, and the other. And so I was like, she don't sound stupid. So why would you go to a barbershop for a barbershop job and take off all of your clothes for an interview? You're not at a strip club. It's not for porn. It's not for modeling. And they make you take off everything for a barbershop. I said, that don't even.
First of all, Hazel explained that. Again, you have to go watch the video. Second of all, Hazel has, like I said, she had some challenges growing up. You know, she even talks about that in the story time. Her story times are very entertaining. Again, she doesn't have a lot of content up, so go make sure you check out her channel. But Hazel's the real deal. And I definitely believe her over Nesto and Sonya.
Make no sense. Then she said, we went riding around in the yellow Hummer. He pulled over in the back of something, got in the back and said he wanted.
I didn't have that. I didn't have that then. What the fuck did them folks talking about? I didn't have that then.
How's it feel? He's in the back of the yellow Hummer. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm thinking. And this is what the blogger said. She said, I don't believe her. She sounded like she's lying. I said, all this have to do was take some phone calls, listen to how I was talking about how he saw what he was driving, and then try to insert herself a story accordingly.
Hazel's from Atlanta. Hazel used to be a dancer. Hazel knows about that life. Hazel ain't got no reason to lie. She doesn't need the clout. Like I said, she's doing very well in her business, and she just comes to YouTube from time to time. She's not trying to get up on this story or be a part of this story. And the telling part is that she has not addressed this. She followed up with one video letting the people know that she's not going to address it anymore, and she's not going to press charges. That's a part of her past. I respect her decision. Sonya needs to shut the hell up.
That's all it sounds like. I said to them, I said, first of all, I only listened to 3 minutes of it, if that. And that was because the blogger.
Oh, so she didn't even listen to the whole interview. See, Sonya doesn't want to know the truth. She doesn't want to know the truth. I don't know if she just only listened to 3 minutes, because it sounded to me like she had to listen to more, because she's given a little bit of more detail. And like I said, Hazel's very thorough in this story, and she's a good storyteller. So it wasn't like she just spit this out in the first 3 minutes. Sonya's a liar. We all know that, though.
Was playing it for me. I never opened it up and watched it. Like somebody sent it to me. I said, listen, if it's a criminal charge, I pay attention to it. I said, if she had some actual evidence behind her story, I would give it some energy. I said, but other than that, I don't have the headspace for it, because people come out the woods trying to be popular at any means necessary. They don't even care because they saw Kim Kardashian come out off of a porn with a boyfriend. You don't think these people are desperate enough to get?
What the hell does that have to do with anything? What is she talking about? So she just thinks people are crawling out the woodwork and telling a very embarrassing story just so they can be the next Kim. Sonya got life all twisted and messed up. I cannot believe that this is a 55-year-old woman we're listening to. I cannot believe it. This woman is on some other stuff. They look, her and Nesto are a match made in heaven or hell, as a lot of people say. I agree with the latter, actually. They are perfect for each other. I've said it time and time again. They are mirrors of each other. They take no accountability for nothing. They have an excuse for everything, and neither one of them make any damn sense.
Themselves some type of fame any kind of way on anybody's expense. I'm not giving it no energy. Y'all can sit there and say what y'all want to say, but that's just a conversation. I'm not going to believe a conversation for somebody I do not know. If she comes with some type of proof of anything, and it didn't even make sense, why would you sit there and feel some type of way about the interview and then still take the job? I said, how much was he paying an hour for you to sit there, take the job after they told you to get butt naked and you didn't just stop and like, what, and just leave? Why would you take off your clothes for a barbershop position? Whatever position it was in a barbershop, whether it was being a waitress or a assistant or somebody that swept the floor, why are you taking off everything but your panties? That don't even make no sense. I was like, for real. And then, but she's talking like me. Her mouth is like her mouth is. She's not sounding like she's dense or dumb or goofy. You know, she's talking like me. So I'm saying like,
Sonya, you wish you were Hazel. Hazel is a very beautiful, well put together young lady. She is a single mom. She takes care of her baby. She takes care of herself. She is a ride or die for her friends. She don't take no nonsense, and she's not entertaining a washed up career criminal sitting in the county jail. I could tell you that much. So Sonya, don't even try to cap. Don't even try to put your name and Hazel's name in the same sentence. Girl, please. Let me finish with this mess.
you don't even sound stupid. So why would you do something that's dumb? Because you don't even sound dumb. I get it if he was a beanbag. And it's okay. Why would okay? This is what you want? Like I get that. But the girl talking like me. So I was sitting here like that don't even make no sense. But again, I said again, I'm not gonna give it no energy, no light, no thought. If she can produce proof. And then if it's a crime, if it's not a crime, I really don't care. If something's inappropriate, that's just what it is. I've been through inappropriate situations with men a lot. Because when you look nice, you're going to get it. It's just what it is. Some men just say whatever they want out their mouth. Some men try you. It's just what it is. Inappropriate is inappropriate. I said, but if it's illegal, then she need to go to the police and not the bloggers. She went to a blogger. I said, so what am I supposed to like?
First of all, Hazel did not go to a vlogger. Hazel has her own platform. Okay. She did not go to a vlogger. And she had been, like I said, she had been on these YouTube streets well before we heard of Erenesto Williams. And she tells story time. We know her background. This all lines up with her background as being a dancer. She talks about all of this. Again, she's not clout chasing. She didn't need to put this out. She just felt like, it was the topic and she wanted to talk about it. It wasn't about to get any attention. And maybe it was a little bit cathartic. I don't blame her, and I'm not going to shame her. But Sonya needs to shut her ass up because she doesn't know what she's talking about. Every time she hops on a live, it is for clout, it is for attention. See, that's where her and Hazel are completely different. Hazel has a life outside of YouTube. She's in a thriving relationship. Again, she's in a thriving business. And Hazel, look, she ain't gonna back down for nobody. Sonya better hope that she don't run up on Hazel. And I know Hazel has a lot to lose, but Hazel ain't afraid. I don't even know how Sonya walks around Atlanta the way she talks bad about people that she don't know anything about. For Nesto, of all things.
How am I supposed to make that seem serious if you're going to a blogger about something? If you feel like it was a crime, you go to the police. Other than that, I don't really care about it. I only care about.
Do these people pay these people to say anything? They got to.
That's right, because this is what it is. When you come on that thing, they get all those hits, and they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. Let me tell you how out of control this shit is right now. They so reckless on YouTube. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But I shut them down. I said, look, she got proof. She got proof that she even knew him. Then what are we talking about? And then she's talking about 2016. I didn't say it to them, but I said to Tilly, I said he was in California. They got married in 15 and they moved to California. he wasn't even in town to even have a barbershop to do all of the stuff she's talking about in Atlanta.
I guess we have to check the footage. I don't know how to say it. Nesto's barbershop was around at that time. I don't believe that Hazel's timeline is off, and we can check the vloggers out here who were covering his IG and covering the history of Nesto's Buckhead. I don't believe that Hazel is off on her timeline. Again, Sonya's just trying to muddy the waters. I guess she's talking too much, per usual.
I said, she's like, well, she didn't sound believable at all. I said, no, it just sounded like she took a bits of everything, went on his Instagram, and made a story. That's what it sounded like. This was in 2016. I said, he had that Hummer when I met him. I said, so 2016, that was that's 4 years. I don't think he owned a
Sonya,
vehicle
you
that
didn't know
long.
him in 2016. You don't know what he had.
I have not. Oh,
right.
People sit here and lie.
Listen, at your expense. That's the thing. But again, I told him, I was like, look, she got some proof or something, that's fine. But I said, if it's a crime, I said, but inappropriate, I don't care about that. I care about a crime. I don't care about this shit.
I'm going to say this right here. Boy, there's going to be some sad faces in a minute. That's all I can say.
It's going to be sad.
Sad faces. I'm just going to say it right here.
Sounds like you don't want to say it.
I didn't mean to say that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, bring the evidence out. That's all I can say. You called the girl a liar.
I'm so sorry. I should have never said that about you. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did. It's too late shit for that shit. It's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Hazel ain't worried about you, Nesto. She don't give a damn about you. She was just telling a story, and she'll never come to you and say I'm sorry, because I believe she's telling the truth, and I think you know she's telling the truth. In fact, I know you know she's telling the truth. He has these fantasies that he's going to be exonerated. All the charges are going to be dropped. Now, remember, this is at the end of January. He apparently, when he doesn't get to talk to Sonya, that he's laying in his bunk, that he's imagining that some miracle is going to happen and he's going to be released on the street, and then all of a sudden these people are all going to come to him with, hat in hand or flowers and say, I'm so sorry, Nesto, I'm so sorry. Man, I cannot. I just cannot.
Yeah, you got some irreversible damage.
Well, yeah.
I'm hungry.
It's unnecessary. That's the thing. But again, they call it clout chasing. Girl, that girl is clout chasing. Why you come out with that and say that anyway in the first place? What is that? What are you saying that for?
What they keep forgetting is that defamation is a motherfucker. Nobody is paying attention to that at all. So
the legal aspect of it. Exactly.
They're not. So you can't get away.
She can get it too. Oh, she can get it too. She can catch that lawsuit too.
What I'm saying is,
I forgot they're gonna sue everybody. So Hazel, I guess you should be somewhere scared. I know you're not, sis, or rather cousin. I know you're not. But anyway, they're hilarious.
They don't get that far, and I'm not gonna help them get it. So keep doing what they're doing. That's fine. That's fine.
Keep talking. All right, keep talking.
Just let them know.
Keep talking.
Yeah, that's it. That is fine.
Keep talking. Defamation is a motherfucker.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Keep talking. Keep spewing your lies.
Yeah,
that's
but
all.
Anyway, I think that once my name get cleared out and everything, I know everything gonna be fine. But and just keep it moving, keep life going. I ain't over there across the city, get my head blown off, family being afraid of that. I ain't dealing with that. It's always somebody worse than what you got going on. So
right.
Once this ridiculous shit is off of me, then what else could be said? Nothing. So, and it's coming because it is already out there. So it is what it is. Can't stop the truth from coming because it is coming.
Right.
So what you got?
Right. You can't stop the truth from coming out, and the truth is coming out. Coming out the woodwork.
I don't know. No.
Yeah.
I don't know what I got to taste for. I have some spaghetti, but I wasn't. I got it. About
Yeah.
the sauce was kind of and they made good pizza, really good wings, really good salad, but their pasta sauce was not good at all. So I don't know if I'm just go downstairs. I'm gonna go somewhere. I don't know. I might just go to it's a sports bar. It's Italian. Not Italian, sorry. Mexican place. Got a nice bar. Everything closes at 10 though. It's kind of late, right? I don't know. I might walk around here and see if I'll get some. Hey, how cold it is outside. You can't say
Well,
right on
that part.
YouTube.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, one thing about it is there's a lot going on out here in the world. A lot of people done gave up.
Mm.
A lot of people done gave up. Definitely I do that. And I'm seeing a lot of that in here. There's a lot of that in here too. A lot of people.
Oh, I know, right? So so that was the thing too, because one girl said something stupid out her mouth, and I was like, okay, so everybody in jail was guilty, like you sound dumb. You're trying, so your auntie saying you believe police, they only arrest guilty. They've never ever arrested or harassed innocent people, or never put anybody innocent in jail. Is that what you're saying? Because that's.
Yeah, innocent people are in jail, but Nesto's not one of them. Again, here she goes, that Sister Sonya act that, that he is just being persecuted. They're picking on him and he's innocent. And that, I guess, in her opinion, at least 80% of the people in jail are innocent. They're in there on trumped up charges. And Nesto is one of them. She's feeding his fantasy as usual.
What's coming out your mouth right now, and it amazes me that people want to sit here and just assume, oh, he got arrested something. I was like, okay, so when we went to court, which is on the girl's page, and they discussed his convictions. You can't talk about arrest because again, anybody get arrested doesn't mean he did it. I said you got to talk about the convictions, and the convictions things that happened when he was in the 1990s. I said, hell, I was bad as shit in my 20s. I said, but I'm not that same person. I'm a watered down version of what I was in my 20s. Oh, I can't believe you said you.
I get so sick and tired of her saying that this all happened in the 90s. He has had many arrests and charges put on him since that time. So he has not just been a babe in the wood or, sorry, a babe in the woods or, Mr. Clean all these years since he's been out of prison. We know that he's been in the ish. He just got finally caught up again, or rather, they caught up with him.
A watered down version. I am a watered down version. You know how you drink something? You people are so idiots. How you drink Kool-Aid and you put more water in it. It's still Kool-Aid, but it's just not as strong and not as. You get watered down, and it's just a watered down version of what I was in my 20s. You ain't gonna say I'm still somewhat that person, but I'm not all of that person.
I'm
I'm a watered down version of what I was in my 20s. It just amazes me how it's just dumb. And like they took it like, I can't even understand how they took that shit, but he didn't understand. So I was just like, it's a watered down version of what I was in my 20s. Everybody's a watered down version of themselves the older they get. You're still not that person. You're not that messy. You're not that, you don't fight it.
You have 1 minute remaining.
As they get older, they soften up. It's still in you and it can come out.
Okay, to Sonia's point, are we all watered down version of who we were in our 20s? Yes and no, but what a lot of people have done since their 20s when they get to be her age, and I'm a few years younger, is that we become wiser. We become more mature. We have a different perspective. We reflect on the things that we did in our 20s and we put them again in perspective. Sonya does not have the ability to do that. She is stunted emotionally and intellectually. I'm not sure if she ever had it intellectually. But let's go ahead and end this call because the famous 1 minute remaining prompt has showed up. Our chick from Global Tel has let us know that we're going to be able to be put out of our miseries in less than a minute.
But it ain't coming out every day like it did when you was in your teens or in your 20s or your 30s, You ain't doing it like you was doing it then. So that is a watered down version. I'm feeling like you are such an idiot. Everybody else got it. Except for that one dumb person that said that. I don't know when she's coming to see you. I'll text you because I didn't sign up for a visit this week. So hopefully she'll come see you. I guess tomorrow she got to come before I love you. She got to come before
I love you too.
There she
before
goes
you go
with
to
that
court.
weirdo.
Before
I
you go to
love
court
you.
to get what you got to get out.
In the
You know
call,
what I'm
like
saying?
nobody's gonna
So
catch it. I don't know if she's trying to do
that's the
Okay.
fact.
subliminals to him or
Yeah.
I don't know. They're crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love you too. You have a great night. Get this girl.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.
So there we have it, another phone call drop with Ernesto and Miss Sonya. Putting some respect on her name by calling her Miss Sonya. Anyway, the gist of this call was that she was informing him that Sly was going to come and visit, and he was stressing to her the importance of them not talking about the case. So like again, if you've been following this story, there is a blogger out there who has decided to throw her hat in with Ernesto and Sonya. Basically, she's a part of the rebuilt team. I guess she's the replacements. I guess we could now call these new team members or these new characters being brought in as the replacements since Coach lost her starting lineup. Anyway, she's talking about Sly coming to visit, and then she goes into talking about Hazel, and Hazel dropped a video. I forget when it was. If I remember, I'll put a link to the video in the description of this reaction, this review video. But I think it's important if you've not watched Hazel's video to go over there and watch her video. And if you want to know more about her, if you're curious, then go watch some of the videos she has posted. She has live content. She also has some videos that she's recorded. She tells some story times, and she has a very supportive community. So if anybody thinks they can come for her, she has a community just like a lot of the vloggers that we follow who follow this story. They support her. They consider her their little niece, their little sis, their cousin. And again, she's very authentic in her retelling. She's very authentic in her comment. So head over there and watch her video. But Sonya just bad mouths her. Sonya's jealous. Sonya doesn't know Nesto from 2016, so she don't know what Nesto had. And like I was saying in the video, I do believe that Nesto's Buckhead was around during that time. It's easily verifiable. I mean, like I said, we've been documenting this story since the beginning. We've been participating in the chats. Some of us know this story like the back of our hands. And if I missed something or I got something wrong, be sure to correct me in the comments. And if you liked this review reaction commentary video, again, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and hit your post notifications so you'll know every time I upload. So I will end it here. And I want to thank you if you made it all the way to the end of this video. Oh, and let's not forget, make sure you go over there and check out Phone Calls from Prison. They're just not calls regarding Erenesto Williams. They have other calls up. They have other cases up. And if you find this kind of content, phone calls, prison visits, these FOIA type of content, make sure you go over and subscribe to Phone Calls from Prison. And with that being said, I am out until the next time I upload. You guys have a great day. Bye now.